I'm Ryan Newman, and since I started with Indiana Donor Network and Driven to Save Lives, I found out that some people think that they can't be an organ donor. The truth is, anyone can sign up to be an organ donor.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyone can sign up to be an organ donor. So don't count yourself out because somebody's counting on you. Go to driventosavelives.org and sign up today.
But my heart's going to you, Ryan.
Love that shirt.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another afternoon of iRacing action here on the National Racing Network, where today it'll be the stars and cars of the Kamel GT Series taking on Virginia International Raceway. Oh, I cannot wait for this one. My name is Chris Graham. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us here on what is an absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon here in southeast Pennsylvania. I am joined in the booth by Mr. Sebastian Kinder. I have a fresh Miller Lite here for you. There it is, number one on the Friday. Seb, he's in France, and it's, I believe, like nighttime or something. He is drinking a Pepsi. Hopefully y'all are going to enjoy and hang out with us here for just a couple of minutes on this Friday afternoon. Seb, let's talk briefly about VIR as we get ready for his qualifying is already underway here, but 3.2 miles, 18 turns. Randy Pops has the track record set in a Shelby GT500. But the biggest part of this place, it is narrow, it is tight. This place is going to be incredibly tricky for these guys to get around.
Yeah, the word of today will be patience, because you have a lot of those twisty sections, or very narrow sections, where if you're a GTP and you're lapping guys, then that will be quite problematic. So sometimes it will be better to hold it and just overtake when you're sure that you can overtake without putting 3 or 4 people into the wall.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one, is how do you make this work without binning yourself and everybody else in the field? And it's going to be difficult. There's just no two ways around it. Following along with Niels van Handel on his qualification run. As the laps start to come in, we'll be able to show you who's who and what they're doing. Let's get the side-by-side ready to go here as well. Still don't have anybody with a lap in the books yet. A couple of cars are working their first hot lap of the session. I love the chirps. The chirps are just absolutely beautiful out of these race cars. Let's pick up, let's do this one here. Get you the side-by-side up here on your screen. Bottom right-hand corner has Niels van Handel. He goes quick time, 1 minute 29.213. Oh, and he's going to go off track on lap number 2. That's not how you want to be running around here. Fernando Serrato, let's pick him up. Actually, here we go. Let's pick up Hugh Haycox. He is working his second lap as he has just gone up to position number 2. The big box has Javier Del Olmo.
Hugh Haycox is half a second behind. What's happening?
Yeah, I think that's only lap number 1, though. We'll see. Niels van Handel.
He's not.
Oh, Haycox is going to be off as well. So we'll pick up Fernando Serrato.
You know what? That makes me feel a little better from earlier where I couldn't learn the track. I just kept getting off at some places. Maybe if those guys also do some mistakes, yeah, maybe I'm fine. I mean, I'm still 6 seconds off their pace, but...
Yeah, let's see. Gotta make sure we're able to flip the boxes around for you as well here. All right, so we've got our, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Fernando Serrato on pit lane. We'll pick up Ferran Grau. He is also on pit lane. Alexander Van de Sande is going to be the one down there in the bottom right-hand corner.
Heck yeah! It's been a while since I saw Van de Sande race.
Oh, and he slides off the racetrack.
Oh, wow!
Everybody we look at wrecks as soon as we put the camera on him in GTP. This is going to be awesome.
Well, I was going to mention that, yeah, I kind of miss seeing him race because, I mean, seeing is a big word because he was always standing 5 seconds ahead of me in VR in the car, so, I mean, redacted car.
We can say IndyCar.
Yeah, we can say IndyCar. I mean, it won't be redacted for soon.
Yeah, at the way Motorsport Games is going, no. They will be plenty dumpster fired on their own here pretty quickly. Let's see. Oh, you doing? Help. Right over.
That's actually a pretty chill place for stewards.
There we go. Let's see who we can pick up. Actually, looks like, yeah, even Alex Van de Sande on pit lane. Nobody else on the racetrack right now for GTP. Let's pick up JD Rodriguez in GTO. We are down to 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the qualification session. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye out here and see who else we can show on the racetrack. There we go. Now we got one. Let's pick up. Let's see here. We'll flip the boxes around. See, as soon as we go to pick up Ryan Molitor, he disappears off the surface here.
We're not quite lucky tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, this is starting to feel like it's going to be one of those days. There we go, picking up Joshua H.T. Lowe. Although he is moving. Yeah, and that's kind of a throwback-ish livery there. I like that one. Let's see. There we go. Bring that one up. So we'll be able to hear what's coming out of our second screen for GTO. But yeah, it looks like we are down to our final couple of seconds of qualifications. And the grid will be set. It's time to go racing for happy hour here at VIR. And let's see, let's get ready here for...
You know, something that I miss out of our European tracks, it's just like, it's that old school feeling that those American tracks have. We don't quite have that in Europe anymore.
There's some. I think there are definitely some that have a little bit of an old school feel, but there is definitely a lot of tilkadrome that is going on here.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. Let's take a look here and show you the starting grid for today's race in the GTP category. Niels van Handel going to line up alongside Timothy Reed on row number 1. That gap only a quarter of a second. But that also means that row number 2 is going to be pretty darn spectacular here as well as they move off. There's Hugh Haycox and Fernando Serrato. Those guys are so good. And the gap only about 3/4 of a second to the outside of row number 2. Row 3 in GTP will have Ferran Grau lining up alongside the number 11 of Alex Van de Sande. Row 4 we'll see Heitor Sintes Galindo and Andreas Henkel. Sintes Galindo, one of the fastest cars in the GTP category, and only on the 4th row of the grid. Ryan Molitor in the Tommy Kendall throwback, lining up alongside Aaron Humphrey in number 17. Laust Olsen and Gianluca Gabbiani on row number 6. That might be my favorite name to say today. Well, I'm focusing on him a good bit. Alexis Tapiavico on the inside of row number 7 alongside the Silk Cut Jig, Brendan Lamb.
Yes!
Barry Kraytrick, the Victor Computer number 18 alongside the 33 of Shady Ahmad. Row number 9 will have Joshua H.T. Lowe alongside Marty Novak. Row 10, Pablo Suarez and Fabian Valet. Row 11, Dustin Meaden and Ben Summers. Row number 12, Elevan Goulart alongside Yuri Ijin. And Sarah Collier on row number 13 for the GTP category. And in the Apple, divided by 0, number 43 will be Brian Hotham. Taking a look at the Audi 90 grid. This field is absolutely massive. Javier Del Olmo and Ovi Trengerin on row number 1. Row 2 will have Noel Lundberg and J.D. Rodriguez. Row 3, Ian Haycox and Andreas Sliumba. Row 4, Andreas Schuster and Django Val. Row number 5, Dennis Biermans and Tim Kennedy. Row 6 will be Doug Cloud and Cam Porter. Row number 7, Javier Baca alongside Felipe Salinas. And on row number 8, it'll be Mike King and Steve Lewis. Row 9, Aman Gandhi and Paulo Spinola. Row 10, Max Condon and Ryan Schroeder. All alone on row number 11 will be Mickey Friesen in the Tide Ride. Number 47, that is absolutely beautiful.
That's a lot of GTPs.
It's a lot of everybody. Right. We've got the GTP class on one window, and we're going to have the GTO class to bring you here on the second screen, if you will.
This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I am really, really looking forward to this one. We'll bring up the GTOs alongside the GTPs, and we are going to get ready to go racing here from VIR. 40 minutes will be the race length. Pace car is in. We'll see if they can turn one lap without wadding everything up. Green flags in the air. We are underway here at VIR. GTO cars are staying gridded up, but they're trying not to race each other just yet. We'll see how well that's going to work. Big mess back here in the field. Oh my goodness. I am seeing everybody has crashed at this point.
Oh dear God. I mean, it's not a lot of room in that first one.
It's a mess, quite frankly, if they don't behave themselves here. Niels van Hagel jumping out to the early lead. Javier Del Olmo holding the lead in GTO.
Niels against Hugh Haycox. Like, this is going to be a very fun battle.
And Haycock's making up a couple of spots already on lap number 1. He started back, well, one spot started inside of row number 2. But here's where these cars are going to be fun. Big trip, almost contact.
Wow. You might want to think that the end of that straight will be a good overtaking spot, but like you have a right-hand turn and then right after that a left-hand turn. Like this track is technical.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't really talked about to this point in the broadcast yet, Seb. Is, oh man, good battle here. Ferran Pal and Fernando Serrano. We haven't really talked about the fact that this place, I mean, yes, it's tight. It is incredibly technical as well. This is not an easy place to get these GTPs around because you're off throttle so much. You gotta spool the turbo back up before it takes off.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe like if it's your first time racing the track, some corners maybe deceiving, so maybe go a bit slower. But like yeah, like this is you have right there, left, slow down. Like yeah, you need a lot of finesse and technique to go through these corners in a GT2. And a GT, of course.
I'll tell you what, the top two are not breaking away from Timothy Reed here either. We've got a solid train of GTPs that are running here. I want to remind everybody, give us a shout in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Hopefully you enjoy the show. Tell us what you're drinking too. Last week said a 60-minute race and I did not get through 1 12-ounce can of Miller Lite. We're going to have to work on that for today.
Yeah, work on that, please, Chris.
All right, let's go back and see if we can find exactly where the mess occurred. Niels van Hagel going fastest lap of the race. Oh my goodness. It is just piles of everybody crashed. Let's see. Trying to find where exactly the green flag actually came out because there we go. Let's take a look here. Alright, let's bring up. This is the start in GTP, and I think this is where some of our issues come from. We had cars just flat disappearing at the start here. Let's see. I'm trying to find where these incidents occurred, but here we go. Let's take a look. I think this maybe, well, no, this is GTO. Yeah, everything I'm finding is our incidents in the GTO class. So we'll pick up race leader Javier Del Olmo here in the GTO class.
They're already lapping traffic.
Already lapping traffic and probably already willing to go full Punterino because these guys just, oh, there you go. We've got one GTO off the racetrack there. The GTP cars they just have to keep the car wound up. You don't keep it wound up, you're a sitting duck. Although the S's is probably
yeah, like look at this section. This is the place where you don't want to be with the GTO. At all.
You don't want to be with the GTO anyway. Battle for the lead in GTO. Ovi Trengerin trying to get around Javier Del Olmo. They'll continue to run side by side.
Nice.
All right, let's flip the boxes here. The battle for the GTO lead is hot and heavy. And already almost 10 minutes into this thing. Oh man,
ready?
Battle for, yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, the battle for the GTO lead or GTP lead, just as good. Oh. Wow, that was tight. Von Handel runs wide. Hugh Haycock's able to come through. He's going to build up a 4-5 car like advantage before they even get out of the corner. More GTOs in the way, though.
I think Niels actually went a bit too hard of a throw, and that explains the little snap he got at it. Oh. Yeah, one turn is might.
Just straight on the S's.
Yeah, I mean, what good safety rating is for anyway.
You know what? If you have that high of a safety rating, that one little off track isn't going to hurt. The safety rating is a factor of your last number of successfully completed corners without incident. If you have one off track in an S somewhere, it's not a big deal. That's the thing. If you're watching this, trying to get out of rookies, just turn lots of clean laps. You will get out of rookies within a day.
Exactly. No, it's been a while since I've been a rookie. Dang, that's a... Oh.
Let's see. I think we may have an answer for where our problems were at the start. I'm going to try to find... We have a driver apologizing for the incident in the Discord. I just have to find where they are and what may have caused this. Here we go. Let's see. Keep your eye on that box down
here
there.
Comes! Side by side! Oh, wow. The GTO is absolutely screwing them over. Oh, contact!
They're door beating and banging. Huge mess in GTOs at the start.
Wow.
Go back to the live look here. Pick up your race leaders in GTO. They are about to go a lap down to the race leading overall GTPs.
The traffic is so messing with leaders today.
Oh, I say they're not going to catch them before the corner. They've got to run the outside line. That's going to hook them back to the inside. Both of your top two able to clear cleanly.
This is so tough to lap here.
This is absolutely crazy. See where else? Oh man, we've got a great battle a little bit further back here in GTP as well. How about 5 of them you could throw under a blanket? This is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Oh, there's contact! Fernando Serrato goes around. Farad Brow has an issue as well.
Chaos everywhere.
There is just a mess everywhere you look around VIR. This is absolutely beautiful. Everything I was hoping for in this race, we've gotten so far.
Yeah, each time when you're lapping, and usually they fall into this S section or the time section at the end of the lap, and it brings the car back together because you're losing so much ground. And yeah, this allows us to have like some very neat battles. Like this is more about your intelligence, patience, and ooh, that's
this is class leaders in GTO fighting with the cars that are 4th, 5th, and 6th overall and in GTP. Oh, this is epic.
And in this case, I want to be like 2 or 3 corners ahead. It's like, okay, I know he'll be slow down, so I had to do this, to do that, to have a better exit, and to overtake him at the next corner. This is class racing at its finest.
Yes, it is. Let's pick up your race leaders once again in GTP. Hugh Haycock's leading Niels van Handel. Got a quick look at that silk cut jet, Brendan Lim, coming around your GTO. I'm going to say it every time I have a chance.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, Javier Del Olmo able to get around Ovi Trengerid. What a pass there by Del Olmo.
I have so much respect for all these guys. The way that I able to handle those cars, it's beautiful.
I'll tell you what, I like watching the multi-class racing. It's fun, you know, you check in on the Sebring 12-hour, the Daytona 24 and all. That's in modern cars that, quite frankly, have a lot of assists and driver aids to them. Even in the Audi 90, there's not a lot there to help these guys, and the GTPs are just ridiculous.
The GTP just want to kill you. They want to end the driver that is inside because he dared to step and try to tame the beast.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of the very first episode of the Grand Tour, to make another Jeremy Clarkson reference, when he's talking about the McLaren going, it just wants to kill you all the time. It's there to kill you. That's almost what makes it fun. And driving it in the sim world, I prefer driving the GTP. I get that my road I rating is like 400 something, but I don't care. The car is just
It is. Maybe I need to run more discounts.
I think you should, but fun car,
yeah.
Good multi-class racing. I mean, we can see here, let's switch the boxes over here and bring this GTO battle up to the front. So things have settled down in GTP a fair bit. The GTO battle has settled down as well, but it always seems to come right back together because Javier Del Olmo in the Audi 90 almost has to be on the brakes early to let the GTPs pass, because now you're getting deep in the field, and the last thing you want is to get punted out of the lead by an impatient GT driver with 1,000 I rating.
Indeed, I mean, yeah, that's multi-class racing is really tough because I feel like for a GTP to have
race leaders off the track! Hugh Haycock's wide, he's off the raceway. Niels van Handel comes through to the race lead. The gap is already 4.2 seconds.
We take your eyes from the GTP for 1 second and they keep coming back.
Take a look, the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay.
Oh, that you hate to see it. Oh.
Just a little wide at turn 1, and that was it.
Wow.
Didn't hit anything, didn't do any damage. But
so these guys make a lot of mistakes too.
Rarely, yes.
Yeah. I mean, this shows how tough this track is for those cars. And again, turn 1, it doesn't have a lot of room. Like, again, visually, when you're coming to that corner, it seems like you have a lot of room on the outside, but it doesn't.
Alex Van de Sand just kind of popping out of the way here of Ferran Grau. That's on the big box on the Audi Raceway Instant Replay. Find our closest battle in GTP. Right now it's going to be Fabian Valet and Shady Ahmad, and they're running about a second apart from each other. Hugh Haycox is absolutely chipping into the lead already. The gap was 4 and change seconds. It's now down to 3.5.
So I guess he must be seeing as much as Redmist as Alexander Rossi did last week watching Kirkwood win his car.
And
meanwhile, the Roman Grosjean fan and I am is a kind of disappointed. But hey, at least he didn't wreck. Ooh! Gross.
Yeah, he tried.
I mean, at the end of the day, I prefer he finished second than again wreck for a time in a row.
Let's take a look and see if we can, oh man, we've got a bunch of incidents coming in. Let's see.
Oh, wow, Rodriguez losing a lot of position. What happened?
Yeah, that's, we're trying to get everybody, trying to see where the incidents were. So we got Javier Del Olmo, our race leader here in GTO once again. Almost to the halfway point here in the Kamel GTs at VIR. And with the leaders, with Van Hondel and Haycox coming past the GTO cars well before the halfway point, these guys are going to go another lap down to the GTPs, especially as things get spread out a little bit. We could actually see the GTO cars, one way off the racetrack. I believe that was Brett Accord. Follow along here with Accord. Little twitchy, slides it off. All the way over and just rejoined. I don't need to run the hairpin.
Wait. He just cut a whole part of the track.
Yeah.
You can do that abruptly.
I'm good with that. He slowed down, took his time penalty.
Yeah.
In GTP, Timothy Reed, 8 Torcitas Galindo, separated by about 0.8 of a second. Hugh Haycox having another small issue. He loses a full almost 2 seconds to the race leader. Gosh, again, just so much going on in these races.
So, Chris, earlier this day, I saw that tweet from IndyCar and NBC who asked us like which car we would want to take for an Indy ride, whether it was I forgot. One was Arie Luyendyk. The other one was
Luyendyks 95 car, 96 car. Okay.
Or no, 1990. Hang on, I'm going to look for the tweets.
I was gonna say, was this IndyCar or NBC? I'll take a look.
IndyCar NBC. Oh, that is NBC. Okay, Dennis Sullivan
Okay.
85.
Yes, here you
Arie
go.
Luyendyk.
Yep, go ahead. I am seeing the graphic here as well. Actually, let's do this. Do this.
Oh, nice. Oh, meanwhile, that is a big mess while I was looking for stuff.
Niels van Hondel having a slight off track. That's cut the gap down to 3.8 seconds.
No, he's not even in the lead. He's in 6th.
Whoa! Hold up.
Hold up, wait.
Oh yeah, there's a huge mess. Niels van Hondel is involved. And that's going to put Hugh Haycox back into the lead of this race. Now by 4 seconds over Timothy Reed.
And I think for Niels' engine, that's the end of the day. Like, it's smoking at the rear of that car.
It's not good.
That's not good at all. Yeah, it's in that point which is so tight and the difference between those cars are visible. Yeah, that's tough luck for Niels. So yeah, what I was going to ask you, Chris, is like if you could, like let's go into the horizon a bit. If you could take any Indy car, run a lap, run an E500, which car would you take?
Well, let's see. Hold on a second. Here, let's do this. Okay, we can actually put this graphic up on screen now. The wonders of technology. Here, let's do this. We'll bring up our GTP Solo, and we will bring up. Oh, we're trying to bring it up, right? This is what we're bring it up. Which race car would you most want to drive? Danny Sullivan's 1985 Spin and Win car, Arie Luyendyk's 1990 car, Nigel Mansell's in 93 to 95 of Jacques Villeneuve, or Dan Weldon's 2011 race winner. My gut tells me I probably want to drive Mansell's 93 because I was the biggest Rick Mears fan growing up. That's the closest car to what Mears ran that wasn't the absolute psychopathic beasts that Villeneuve and these guys were running in like the 95, 96 time.
Meanwhile, Javier's got a GTO.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much going on. Let's see. Pick up the pass on the replay here. This on the big box. Big run down to turn number 1. Trengerin having to look up the inside. That's how you get it done right there.
That's a classic move.
Perfectly
and
executed.
Look at them on the bottom. And on the bottom right, they're at it again.
Yeah, they're doing it again. That's the GTO battle. Hey, these guys around. Put our GTOs up on the big box here because the battle for the race lead really isn't much. Oh man, battle for second though is going to be good. Heitor Sintes Galindo, Timothy Reed battling for second overall, coming around your class leaders as we speak. Sintes Galindo trying to hold on to the spot as Del Olmo is trying to hold off Rovi Trengerin. So Seb, which of these cars would you want to drive if you could?
That is a very tough call. But I would say Villeneuve's car. Mansell comes at a very good second.
I like the Jacques Villeneuve car as much as I hated the Reynards. They did those stupid floppy angled front wings. I hated them. Yes, because indeed, I'm a firm believer open wheel formula cars should have single plane front wings, one on each side of the nose cone, and a single plane rear wing at the back of the car. I am old school.
Can't blame you.
Give me 1973's Indy cars back. 1,200 horsepower, rear wings the size of surfboards. That was party time. I mean, yes, they killed a lot of drivers in those cars, but those things may have been the most insane time period in the history of motorsports. From 1970, when they first started putting these little baby winglets on Al Unser's car, to 1973, the development was just incredible. Cornering speeds increased by something like 60 miles an hour.
Jeez.
At the speedway.
That's insane.
Yeah, guys, put in a school bus engines.
The Offenhauer horse engine, right?
Well, yeah, you had the Offie. It kind of got replaced in the mid-'60s with Cosworth. And then the DFB was the engine, I guess it was DFX, yes. DFB was the Formula One engine. I think it was the DFB, was the IndyCar engine. But that build of motor was the standard at the Speedway for decades. Let's flip the boxes again because the battle's great in GTP. 8th Corsitas Galindo trying to hold off Timothy Reed. These guys are 5.2 seconds back of race leader Hugh Haycox.
And you know, like, these guys didn't make mistakes for the whole race, and they know that Hugh and Niels did mistakes, so in their mind, maybe I could race for a win because at the front, the leader is invincible.
Yeah, that's a great point. I got a shot at least. However, you're going to have to get to moving because we're down to 12 and a half minutes left in this one.
That was pretty fast.
The lead is now, one car going around out of Oak Tree. Had a little bit of an off track there as well. Oh man, discussion in the Discord is pretty good. Apologize for the start, and somebody says iRating isn't worth much if you can't hold your brakes after a wreck. Oh. Off the top rope. Oh, the drag race is on in GTO. Ovi Trengren wants a piece of Javier Noolmo. They'll stay side by side.
Heck yeah. That's some good racing.
Oh man, is this happening right in front of the race leader? Or is that Alex Van de Sant in the 11? That's Van de Sant. They're in 7th position. With a bagged up race car, you can see some damage on the right and left. Show we are getting once again out of the Kamel GT cars. Oh, and Hugh Haycox had it off track. It's down to 1.7 seconds.
What did I tell you?
Aitor Sintes Galindo can see Hugh Haycox. It It's down to 7/10.
There's 10 minutes left. Oh, this is about to be interesting.
This race is on now for the overall win. I think the only thing this series needs is Pontiac solstices out there.
Oh dear God. No. Please no. Imagine like trying to land the solstice as a GTP. That would kill your turbo momentum.
Your speed difference is almost an hour down the straight. Niels van Honkel out of the race. He was just passed while sitting stationary on pit road by Brendan Lim for 37th position overall.
Oh, now lapping actual GTPs. Interesting.
Yeah, this is where things are going to start getting crazy.
And good for you to take care of that lap car, because look at this, Aitor is stuck in traffic. But Hugh is now himself in traffic. With so many cars, free rocket. Are you kidding me?
Great battles in GTP and GTO. 8.5 minutes left. Race is going by in a hurry.
And take a good watch at the bottom right, because this might get interesting right now.
Well, let's bring it up to the big box. The leaders knows to side by side. Trangerit gonna try the move.
We're going to the inside next.
Oh, a bit of a lock up from Del Olmo. Luck he didn't collect Trangerit in that.
That was close.
Oh man, and now GTP is back to being nose to tail.
There's three cars.
3-car battle within a half second.
This is great. Like, I'm enjoying every second of this. Like, this is some very good racing.
Great racing everywhere. 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. We are seeing it should be about 5 to go from here.
This makes me want to race this so much.
This honestly feels like...
Oh, and
Haycox grenades the motor! Or something happened to Hugh Haycox. I guess it was a lock-up. But he had to absolutely wreck or just stop. Now Hugh Haycox back to third in the battle for the lead is between Aitor Sintes Galindo and Timothy Reed. Seb, you just said it a few minutes ago. These guys know the leaders have already had problems and they've got a shot at the win.
Yeah, I think Aitor had contact with Hugh, so... maybe some bit of damage, or I think like those cars are very sturdy, so we'll see.
The 7 looks okay.
So I guess that was only my... I guess it's fine then.
Oh, this is so good.
Side by side, almost side by side for the lead. say it again, this race is a true test of a driver, and this is so tough to drive this car on this track.
Oh,
I
big
think the leader
slide,
beat you.
couple
No,
of cars going
risk.
around. Javier Del Olmo's going to be involved.
There was some dodgy connections being involved, I think.
Yeah, I think that's putting it politely. Javier Del Olmo is done. Oh, no.
That sucks. That sucks.
So now the question becomes, who is running second overall? It's going to be Noel Bloomberg, and he's only 6/10 of a second back to Trenton.
Wow, third place is 30 seconds behind. Wow.
Absolutely crazy what we're seeing here late in this race. Leaders in both classes having problems. GTP class leaders passing GTO class leaders again.
And TFA is getting hot into Ato's mirrors, and this will be hella nice.
Oh man. So much going on all the way around this racetrack.
Oh, our leader for GTO is off track!
Grid, way off the racetrack! Oh my goodness! Noel Lundberg gonna grab the race lead! Inside of 3 minutes remaining, we're down to, should be about 2 laps to go here. Down over the start-finish line with 2.5 minutes remaining. So they should take the white flag with about 60 seconds left on the clock. At least that's my back to the napkin math. It is often no good.
And yet still so much can happen.
Take a look at most positions gained. Fabian Valet up 13, Brian Hotham up 11, Cam Porter, Alexis Tapiavico, and Steve Lewis up 9. Oh my goodness, what a race!
Yeah. If you finished on your class's lead lap, you can pat yourself on the back because...
Well, and I'll tell you what, there's still 13, actually, hold on, let me see. Yeah, 13 cars on the lead lap in GTP. Joshua Lowe looks like he will go a lap down before the end of this race. So he's about 1 minute and 30 seconds behind your race leaders. And in GTO, I am counting 9 cars remaining on the lead lap. So top 2 in GTO are full screen. Bottom box in the lower right-hand corner has your top 2 in GTP. I'll tell you what, even when you're ahead of the GTPs, it's still like you lose time to them just trying to make room for them to get past without giving you the full punch. Battle for the leads, less than a car length.
That's for the final lap. It's now or never.
Yeah, white flag is out. 1 lap to go. We are down to 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, and he's going to spin!
Wow!
Reed goes for a spin! Ferran Grau will not be able to catch up. So Heitor Sintes Galindo just has to hold on at this point.
Yes, he doesn't even need to land that GTO right in front of him. Like, he can just live because he has won this. What a race!
Checkered flag in the air. Heitor Sintes Galindo picks up the win at VIR. Swap the boxes. It's going to be a drag race for the race win. Ovi Trengarid has the look up the inside. Oh, and he slides wide.
No, Lundberg will hold up.
Still has a little bit more racetrack left to conquer. But Noel Lundberg has a shot.
What a race, and I think the GTP we saw last month was Hugh Haycos. That was a bad day in the office for him.
Checkered flag, Noel Lundberg gets the win at VIR in GTO. Oh my goodness. What a race.
Heitor is very, very good in GTO. He wins a GTP. Wow.
Yep, Noel Lundberg picking up the win in GTO. We'll pick up Heitor Sintes Galindo. Setting up the frame shot here with the teammates.
Get those photos. If you're looking to race it to Kamel GT, don't hesitate. Because this is some very, very great racing. Oh, and did I see our Silka Jag behind?
Yes. All of the cars have now crossed the checkered flag, so race results are official. Let's take a look at your race results here in GTP. Heitor Sintes Galindo over Timothy Reed and Ferran Grau. Vico Serrato make up the rest of the top 5. Haycox, Valet, Ahmed, Krejcik, and Molitor complete the top 10. 11 through 19 in the class. Novak, Van de Sant, Lowe, Suarez, Hotham back through 15th. Summers, Gabbiani, Dalmir, and Meaden back through the 19th position. 20th and unclassified will be Yuri Gizhin. Aaron Humphrey, 21st. Brendan Lim, 22nd. 23rd to Brett Accord. Niels van Hondel, 24th. 25th to Andreas Henkel. 26th, Laus Olsen. And Elivan Goulart rounding out the field. See if the graphics are going to work for us here in GTO. No.
Still not.
Still don't want to play nice. Noel Lundberg picking up the win in GTO over Ovi Trengarid, Cam Porter, Django Val, and Doug Cloud for your top 5. Philippe Salinas, Steve Lewis, Javier Baca, and Dennis Biermans, and Mike King back through the 10th position. Paulo Spinola, Aman Gandhi, Andreas Sliumba, Javier Del Olmo back through the 15th position. I'm sorry, Ian Haycox wrapping up the night in 15th. Mickey Friesen 16th, 17th to Andreas Schuster, 18th JD Rodriguez, 19th Tim Kennedy, and in 20th will be Ryan Schroeder, rounding out the field in 21st. is the 45 of Max Condon. Oh my goodness, what a show. Once again, from the stars and cars of Kamel GT here from VIR. Oh, what an epic show, Seb.
I think I lost my voice at 3 different occasions. Man, I just want to race those cars now. I want to be there in the driver's seat because, man, it's always a spectacle. It's amazing. This is Kamel GT.
Yeah, that was, gosh, that one was fun. I am glad we got to do this one again here on a Friday afternoon for us on the East Coast of the U.S., Friday evening for you, Seb. And thank you very much for coming to hang out with us. We appreciate that. And we appreciate all of you spending some of your Friday with us as well. Coming up on Monday night, it will be the Silver Crown Series at 9:45 Eastern Daylight Time in the evening. Don't want to miss that one. Wednesday, Sim Racers Club back in action from Martinsville. Thursday will be the U.S. Open Wheel doubleheader, followed by Friday afternoon right back here with Kamel GT. Don't want to miss it. If you're a NASCAR fan, enjoy the racing from Talladega this weekend. If you're a fan of something else, we'll talk about it next week, because there's nobody running until next weekend. But until then, for Sebastian Kinder and everybody here at the National Racing Network to make these shows happen, my name is Chris Graham. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. We will talk to you all soon. Have a great evening and a great weekend, everybody.